Right, Year 5, of course this is a live recording, and I wonder if those students in this class right now have worked out how important this lesson is, that I've taken the pains to actually record it and then put it on the internet for those people who aren't here. So I do suggest we make the best use of the time that we've got, considering we will be assessed on plenty of this tomorrow. We're looking at My Place and we're looking at Window and we're comparing and contrasting. Can anybody tell me what compare actually means? I'm talking to you, my live audience. Riley? Yeah, so compare means to find really what is the same. Comparisons, right? Okay, and contrast, does anybody know what contrasting means? You know what contrasting means? Alex? What's different? Now I set you a little project while I was gone, which was to find out what is the same and what is different between these two texts. And I wonder what you've come up with. And I wonder if this is recording. I'll just check. Yes, it is. Good. Okay, great. Just double check. No, good. What have you come up with so far? And I'm going to write it on the board. I'll be interested. What's the same, Natanya? Oh, I want the same. What have you got that's a comparison? Right, Jay? Yeah, both books have the theme of change over time is the theme, isn't it? If you don't have this down, put that down because I guarantee you're going to be assessed on it. The theme is change over time in both books. Zoe, what have you got? And you know what? At this point, I'll open up to contrasts or comparisons. What have you got, Zoe? Yeah. Yeah. Window has no words. Window, no words. Yeah. And I think actually at this time it might be a good idea to introduce the Venn diagram. Yes, Jay, what have you got? Yeah. You know what, but I might actually just add to Zoe's one. It says Window's got no words, doesn't it? But it's got My Place has words. And I think it's probably important to note the difference both ways there. So instead of just saying Window's got no words, we say My Place has no words. So those two are sort of linked, aren't they? Windows has no words and My Place has words. What did you say, Jay? Yeah, they both move in different directions in time. Well, gee whiz, guys, I'm really impressed with this. Both move opposite directions in time. I'm going to write op. I'm going to run out of room here, guys. So op d in time. Okay, both move opposite directions in time. And I'm actually going to just pause the recording now because I'm going to hand you out what's called a Venn diagram. And we're going to start to record these comparisons and contrasts on a Venn diagram. So I'm just going to pause the recording. It's misbehaving again. Okay, Year 5, so I should have handed you a Venn diagram, and you should all have a Venn diagram, and your sheet should look a little like this. It should have a big circle there and another big circle down the bottom, and there should be a spot in the middle where they join. Now tell me if yours doesn't do that. Okay, it does, great. Put your name on that now, so I'll put my name, Mr. Burns. I think there's a spot for your name as well, so just put that up there. Okay. And I want to show you how a Venn diagram works. So you're just sort of watching this. You can copy, but you watch. Up the top, I think we'll write My Place, because this circle is going to belong to My Place. All right, so you can actually write that as well. My Place. What is it, Jay? Oh, I'd put it the way I've got it. I'd put it the way I gave it to you. Yeah. Shouldn't matter. It shouldn't actually matter. I think you'll find it hard to write in the middle bit if you don't turn it the way I've got it. Okay? So up the top, write My Place, and that circle belongs to My Place. Anyone guess what the bottom circle's going to belong to? Riley? So let's write that now, window. Okay. So we should have two circles, and there's, my place, and there's window. Okay, that's where we should have. Now, here comes the brain time, where I think you can actually tell me how it works. Guys, I wonder if you can tell me what's going to go in this middle bit here. Right, what's going to go in that middle bit there? Do you know, Zoe Byrne? The similarities, all the stuff that's the same is going to go in there, right? And so what's going to go in these bits? Jay? Well, my place is differences and Windows differences. So I'm just going to write down diff because I'll never fit differences in there, so forgive me. And as well, I'm a bit limited into how well I can do this with you on the board, guys, because my pen will run out. So I might actually make a couple of copies of the page. Just forgive me, I'm just going to come and clone the page a couple of times because... Oh. Clone page, Control D, Control D, Control D. Right, so that just gives me a bit more space. You guys can write, small there, but I need to go to extra pages. So we've already sort of started this process, guys. So can anyone tell me? Looking at this, the same. Where's that going to go? Changes over time is the same theme. Where's changes over time going to go on our lovely little Venn diagram? Where's it going to go, Ethan? In the middle. Let's write it in now. Let's write that in now. Changes over time. So both books deal with changes over time. Okay? And if you actually find, by the way, Year 5, that you run out of room and you want to write more stuff in the middle, come and just get a new Venn diagram. I've got heaps here. Okay? I've got more here. Alright, so we've got changes over time. That was one thing that was the same. What about, where do we put this one? Window has no words. Where do we put that? Zoe? Yeah, window, you can just write no words. You don't need to write Windows got no words because we know it's in the Windows section already, don't we? Good one. So put that down. And of course, I've found whenever you use a Venn diagram, as soon as you put something in one of the different sections, its opposite's got to go up here. Right? So window has no words, but my place, what are we going to say for my place? Jay? Yeah, has words. So put that up there now. So that's a bit of a good rule, Year 5. As soon as you put something in one of the different sections, you've got to put its opposite up in the other different section as well. Okay? Jay had a great... So do that. If you haven't done that, stop looking at my handsome face and do that now. Okay? Yeah, that's it. That's good. And I can see how you're writing small because I think Riley's worked out that these circles are going to be shoved full of stuff soon. They are going to be shoved full of stuff, which is why I've got spare sheets. Let's go and deal with something else. Let's go to so we've done that. We've done changes over time. We've done window has words. My place has... We haven't done this one. Both move in opposite directions in time. How are we going to put that on our Venn diagram? Because they do. They both move in opposite directions. How's it going to go in our Venn diagram? What should we do, Riley? Yep. Perfect. Moves forward in time. And you've got to do its opposite now. Yeah. So so you do its opposite, don't you? In my place, you say moves backwards in time, don't you? Great, well done, Riley. That was great. Okay, I think we're getting the hang of it now. I think we're getting the hang of it. I'm actually going to let you have a go by yourself. And with your partner. That's fine. You can talk about it. You can try and find all the differences, all the things that are the same. Right? I'll be interested to see what you come up with. And if there's time as a class, we'll write some down together. Because guys, this is the assessment you're going to be doing. You're going to be comparing and contrasting My Place and Windows. That's what this whole term's been about. Okay, so I'm actually going to press pause now and let you go off and do a little bit of work by yourself, trying to compare and contrast My Place, and then we'll come back together shortly. So I'm just going to press pause now. And remember, there's more Venn diagrams out the front if you need them.